Hey everybody, welcome. This is Two Dudes Talking. I'm DJ Schroep.
I'm Dustin Elvitz. Day 2 at the kitchen table.
Day 2 at the kitchen table, yes, for sure. We wanted to talk today about Kyle Larson and his dropping of a hard R in the N word during an iRace event. And do you want to recap exactly what happened, in case people haven't heard it yet?
Yeah, if you haven't heard it, so because of COVID, they're doing all these iRacing events, and he was racing and apparently thought he was only talking to his teammates and dropped the N word. And the reaction afterwards, even by the people on the stream, saying like, "Hey, buddy, you're talking to everybody," and some people saying don't react, other people saying yikes, was amusing, but the word he used is in no way amusing and is unfortunate. Now, he has already apologized. Not that I really buy the apology, because I think he has to, but I'm interested to get your take on what you think would happen to him had he said this and NASCAR was still going on, not just virtually.
I think he would be suspended. I think he'd be fined, and I think he'd lose some of his major sponsors. I think in that order. Look, you can't drop that kind of language. At first, when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, was it a or was it hard R? I'm like, not to say either one is okay from a person of Caucasian, and apparently he's half Japanese American background. But you start to then whittle and justify that conversation. He obviously said in his apology he doesn't use that type of language. I'm going to call bullshit on that. It just sounded too natural. And I think that, you use the language that you're comfortable with. And if that's in his wheelhouse and his vocabulary, that's what he's going to use, thinking he was just talking to like you said, a teammate. But obviously that was streaming everywhere and everybody heard him. So yeah, I mean, I think he's getting the heat that he deserves.
Yeah, I agree with you. It just is really astounding. It's like, how many live mic moments are we going to have in life before all these people learn, like, if there's a microphone near you and you're streaming or at a sporting event or doing an interview, it's probably getting recorded.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was at at an event with, is it Kenyon Barris from Blackish?
Kenya
Barris. And he actually talked about this very thing, where he said that his children's friends who are Caucasian go to a very affluent elementary school. He'll hear them, and sometimes he'll hear those children dropping the N word with the A on it, as as their friends, right? They're just doing it in like a hip hop culture kind of way. And he actually said he doesn't know how to feel about it, if he should be offended or whatnot. And I mean, that was not this, but I can see this being in certain people's vocabulary because they think they're Eminem, right? And they can drop that sort of language. The fact is, NASCAR has a race issue, and naturally the fans, whether we're painting it with a wide brush or not, are racist. I've been to plenty of NASCAR events where they are flying the rebel flag, and so as being one of the few outwardly looking white folk in the crowd as a fan, I can feel tension. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that this is just another in the long list of temporary black eyes for NASCAR. I agree with you. You do go to their events wherever they are, be it in Alabama, Vegas, formerly Fontana, or currently Fontana. I don't know if they still race there. You're going to see the Confederate flag, and it's going to be flying proudly above many other flags. I think and agree with you. They do have a race issue. I don't know how they're going to get past it, or it's just that it's so far in that direction that it will never be solved because they just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, that's a generational thing. That takes time to clear the cobwebs out. But look, NASCAR's handling it. He's already lost a sponsor. I'm sure he's going to lose more sponsors. And in the world of NASCAR, that means your career is ending. If you can't get sponsors, then you can't drive.
Yeah.
You know, so an apology is not enough. I think he needs to go away for a minute, needs to think about this. He needs to do all the counseling, all the things that, you know, these people do when they make this sort of mistake. And, you know, but again, part of his vocabulary, and it's going to take a long time for him to come out of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think he should be suspended for real races, not just virtual. I think once they really come back to real racing, it should be, you're gone for a couple weeks, you lose points, whatever it is, however they're going to hurt that team.
Yeah. 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 I mean, you want to hurt somebody, hurt them in the pocketbook, you know, hurt them with work. And, you know, I think that he'll learn the hard way when he has a full suspension of a year, you know, or a season or whatever, whatnot. Right. I think that that's the route that NASCAR has to take. They have to have a hard stance on this and show that they are not tolerating any of this for the benefit of their sport and the reputation for their fans.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean,
Yep.
There's nothing else they can do. They're going to have to come down hard.
Yep. Well, if you think we're assholes again, if you think we got it wrong, let us know. Comment below. Use us on the hashtag 2dudestalking. Let us know what we got wrong, what you don't agree with, what you agree with.
I got it all wrong. I guarantee it.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace out.